From the screens to all up in your sound waves, you are now tuned into a brand new conversation here on the People's Princess Podcast, the only home for those intimate and intentional conversations designed to make you feel like royalty. I am your host, Amaya Kai, welcoming all of my returning and new American and Global Beauty League members back to the palace. What today will be considered as is a very special conversation because, as you all can see, we are here at the pinnacle of the Fort Valley State University, which is our Wildcat statue. And although this is the wayside, this has better lighting. But enough of that. Today, y'all, for the first time ever on the show, somebody from season 1 decided to come back. But this time, she's here on an even bigger mission. So, without further ado, allow me to introduce you all to her. From season 1 is an individual hailing from the Black Hollywood or the South, or the biggest peach of Atlanta, Georgia. She is a senior family and consumer sciences major who is also a USDA or United States Department of Agricultural 1890 scholars for HBCU students, which is also Fort Valley State University, which is the only land grant HBCU of its kind. Most importantly, at the time you all saw her, she was recently crowned as the Miss Junior under her Fresh Princess platform of the Timeless Royalty Royal Court, with the incomparable 17th Mr. and 87th Miss Fort Valley State University, Mr. Alexis Strozier Jr. and Miss Naya Aaliyah Floyd, respectively. She has not only redefined what it means to be a Miss Junior, but she has not only stood on business, but created her own platforms, such as becoming the founder and president of a new organization entitled Sisters of Empowerment, or for short SOE, with a mission to empower young girls and women to embrace their strength, cultivate confidence, and prepare for a future of leadership and achievement. Created winter coat and clothing drives in collaboration with Redimency Works, another community service organization spearheaded by Mr. Carlos Griffin. Shout out to him as well. Not only hosted self-defense classes so women will be able to get out in that field because we never know what's happening. And most importantly, created her own platform entitled Miss Global Diaries, traveling to countries such as Zambia and Belize as a Gilman Scholar, which is a study abroad scholarship here at Fort Valley State University, where she will be educating other HBCU students on the issues that are impacting us on a global scale, and most importantly, bringing awareness to those who live in these countries and cultivating important connections, especially with those in her major. Now she returns today to the palace, humbly vying to join a sisterhood that stands on cultivating an everlasting legacy, of course, through elegance, poise, creativity, and unforgettable leadership as your next 88th Miss Fort Valley State University, once again under her Fresh Princess platform. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the none other, Miss Jordan Camille Gallagher.
Hey y'all.
How does it feel to be back?
It feels so good to be back, Maya. You know I love you.
I love you too.
Me some of you.
So I don't know if my intro did you any justice.
Baby, you done take all the boxes, okay?
But if you want, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Greetings, all. I am Jordan Camille Gallagher, a senior family and consumer science major from the big OP, Atlanta, Georgia. And you know what I'm doing. I am humbly vying to be your 88th Miss Fort Valley State University.
Clock it, clock it, clock it. So first off, congratulations on not only humbly vying, but completing your reign as the Miss Junior. So of course, we're gonna kind of go back on the timelines a little bit, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's all right with me, girl.
So let's kind of go back to your mission on being Miss Junior. Why Miss Junior and why at that time?
Okay, so as my mission as Miss Junior, it was fueling and raising everyone to strive higher. And pretty much that's just bringing opportunities and connections to my fellow Wildcats, because it's so important to not only attend school, but be prepared when you graduate. So I offer skills like self-defense classes, opportunities for the students to come out, do donation drives, get back to their community, as well as earn community service hours, because we need that once we graduate. Like we have to get back to the community. We have to.
Absolutely. And I definitely enjoyed that part because just seeing so many community service drives that were so different, and the self-defense class. Now, to be honest, I've never seen the HBCU post a self-defense class anywhere. Now, don't check me. I'm sorry. I'm just letting y'all know. I just ain't never seen it.
BFBSU.
BFBSU, 1895. So, what has been your favorite part being alongside Alexis and Naya?
Honestly, the whole royal court, like we just built like a bond. Like, it's like we're family, like we're brothers, we're sisters. We're always there to support one another, and as being leaders, we're able to support each other in each position. And I really enjoyed the bond, and honestly, meeting all the people. I'm friendly,
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I met a lot of people through Miss Junior and throughout my events and everything I had to be at. I really enjoyed that.
Now, alongside with being Miss Junior, you had the opportunity of meeting many sister queens in the SIAC, from Clark, Atlanta to Benedict, and of course, our rivals, Albany State University, in one of the most popular classics, the Fountain City Classic, which is hosted at the A.C. McClung Memorial Stadium in Columbus, Georgia, every year. So, with that being said, who was your favorite sister queen to meet and why?
I'm gonna say my sister queen from Clark, Atlanta.
Okay.
I love Miss Junior down from Clark, Atlanta. I love her energy. She's so bubbly, just sweet, such a sweet individual. Love her down.
And if you can, shout out who she is.
I want Layla. Her name is Layla. I forgot her last name, but I love my sister queen down.
Shout out Layla from Clark, Atlanta. Gotta give you the support. And going back to that question, what was your favorite event as Miss Junior?
My favorite event as Miss Junior had to be homecoming. Oh my goodness. Did you go out for homecoming?
Now, hold on. Basketball or football?
Nah, baby. Football.
I was about to say.
Football, yes. I love
emphasis
homecoming.
on the football.
Yes. From like all the alumni coming back to the parade, tailgating, meeting new people. It was such a good vibe. It was such good energy. Everybody was eating good. The Q's fed us. They fed us. Everybody was getting fed. We was eating. I had a good little time.
Now, speaking on homecoming, what would you say is the pinnacle of a Fort Valley State University homecoming for somebody who may not know about what an HBCU homecoming is or even visited FVSU?
Honestly, it's probably just seeing all the alumni and all like the students come together. Because if you don't come together, if you don't come out one time, you come out during homecoming. Yeah. So they're coming out, you being able to socialize, and it just being like a very welcoming environment. Like you go to a tent, you get some food, they don't even know you. Yeah.
Man, thinking about homecoming made me want to go back.
Yeah.
Because it was so warm. Y'all don't understand. It was like, what, a good 80, 90? Oh my gosh. Now let's talk about during your reign as Miss Junior. Were there any challenges that you had to overcome?
Honestly, managing and balancing my schedule. Like being a student leader, having an organization, being a part of other organizations, and still wanting to be the type of leader that I am. I find it very hard to do everything that I did because you can't be everywhere at one time.
Absolutely.
So I had to prioritize certain things. Obviously, keep consistent with God because He gets me through it all. And it really depends on what type of leader you want to be.
Absolutely. And definitely going back into that as well. Let's talk about Sisters of Empowerment because, listen, when I found out that you made your own organization, I was like, okay, Jordan. So let's kind of go into Sisters of Empowerment. If you would love to introduce what that is.
Okay, so Sisters of Empowerment is an organization founded for women to come together and uplift and inspire one another and have connection and build connections with each other so that they have someone that they feel they can come talk to when they're doing they're going through a dilemma because it's your sister. And leaders identify gaps and create solutions. I identified a gap on our campus and I created a solution.
So let's kind of go a little bit further on that gap. Why SOE and what made you name it that?
So Sisters of Empowerment, our goal is to create a sisterhood. It's not based off your your GPA. It's not based off of who you know. It's not based off your major. It's based off of what you identify as and coming together and wanting to foster a relationship with other like-minded women to encourage and uplift one another.
Yeah. Wow. Because honestly, y'all, we really need that, especially at HBCUs now. There's not really many groups catered to women like us, and most importantly, with a good relationship, and most importantly, a good mission behind it. Because a lot of people's intentions are not for the best, but you have to start somewhere. So if anybody is thinking about starting that club, go ahead and start it. So now you also said you were a part of many organizations. What has been your favorite organization to be a part of?
Collegiate Life Ministries.
Okay. Nice.
Yes,
So,
I love Collegiate Life Ministries, other known as CLM.
mhm.
It's an organization on campus that just, I'm not going to say necessarily Christian, but just for people who
Yeah.
are very religious based and want to come together, praise together, because we need that. We really need that, especially in this world today.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely. I definitely love the ambiance and the atmosphere that both Jonah and Jordan, who are the, I want to say,
President. Jonah's the
president.
president.
Yeah, Jonah's the president. My bad, y'all. Hold on. I may not know a lot, but I got somebody who knows for me. So, being a part of CLM, let's talk about their late night worship, because I know that is another one of their pinnacles. What has being in that club allowed you to thrive as Miss Junior?
So, a part of CLM, I hold a position. I'm part of the first impressions team. So when
Okay.
people come in, my goal is to make them feel welcome, make them come in, feel the presence of God, because
Yeah.
that's the goal. And just speak to them, be friendly. And I feel like that's kind of helped me as Miss Junior, because I'm meeting these new people. Like, I'm not just
Yeah.
holding the title. I'm actually having a conversation with them, greeting them at the door, and allowing them to feel comfortable in the space they're in.
Absolutely, and I definitely see that through you, through everything that you do. So now let's kind of go into what this reign has taught you, and if you can fix one thing, what would it be?
If I could fix one thing, honestly, it would be money. It'd be money. Royal Court, we need some money. But we honestly, in general, we need money. Like, just being able to travel to different places.
Yeah.
But besides that, honestly, I love my reign as Miss Junior. I love timeless royalty. Each of them, I love them so much.
Now, going back into Timeless Royalty Royal Court, who were comprised of amazing individuals, down from the freshmen to even the advisor, what has each of them taught you?
Britt has taught me to always be kind and give others grace. Alana has taught me just to be joyful in everything you do. Bia, that's my little sister. Sass. She own it. Janae has taught me to be strong. And Naya has taught me to have drive, baby. And Haley has taught me to always be willing to help others. Be there for others.
Yeah.
So each of my sister queens, I love them so much.
Now let's talk about the brother kings all the way down, because listen,
my favorite king is Koi. Yes, that's my favorite king. Love my king down.
Now let's talk about that. Now, originally you did have someone else, but when Koi came in, you couldn't even tell. You know what I mean? So what allowed both of you all to blend so well together? And most importantly, now the cool thing about their reign was, and I don't know if a lot of y'all did pay attention to it, but I'll make sure y'all hear. What they did was, on any given Wednesday, they had the opportunity to give out flowers. Now, at HBCU, everyone deserves their flowers. So what was your mission behind that?
Honestly, it was just kind of like building confidence in individuals. Like, you don't have to do anything for me to want to be kind to you. So just walking around building confidence in not only young women, but men too. So we gave flowers to them. And I just enjoy connecting with people, making their day, making them smile.
Absolutely. And I definitely feel like that was one of the most amazing and most importantly innovative things I've seen, because I feel like it was so important, and especially seeing the men get flowers, I know that made their day. And although they don't show it as much, I know it was important, especially with Koi handing it out. I know it meant a lot. So now let's go back to Miss Naya Aaliyah Floyd. For those in context, Naya Aaliyah Floyd is a graduating senior here at Fort Valley State University, who is an animal science major, and is also not only the 87th Miss Fort Valley State University, she is the 39th Miss NBCA Hall of Fame, in which she competed at the NBCA Hall of Fame competition in Atlanta, Georgia, where she was the first Miss Fort Valley in history to ever win the title. So let's kind of go back to that moment. How did it feel to see Naya win?
Honestly, Naya, even before Miss NBCA, she's always been inspirational to me. Like, such a kind, beautiful soul. And honestly, her winning, I'm not surprised. Her performance was amazing. What she does on campus, what she was willing to do for the campus is so amazing. And I know that I have some big shoes to fill, and I'm ready to.
Definitely. So let's kind of go into that. Why Miss Fort Valley State, and what did Naya show you that said, I want that?
Honestly, Naya, how friendly she is. Like, willing to always speak to others. Just her it's like her energy, her aura has always been
Absolutely.
positive. We'll all be upset and she'll say something and we trying to be mad, but like I know she didn't just say that. So her comedy too. She's a funny person.
Now, although he is not a female, what has Lex instilled in you?
Drive. Lex has taught me a lot. Like, he has taught me so much. Now, he honestly, even though he's not a female, I'm very inspired by him. Just the way he does stuff, the way he carries himself. He's an influence. He's definitely a great influence.
And I truly have to dovetail on that point with both of them, and especially crazy was Lex was my RA my freshman year, and Naya, this is the funniest story about that too. I was also running at the same time while she was running. I was running for a different position, but the fact that Naya asked for my help and that we were both able to help each other really meant a lot, along with Lex. So now let me ask you this question: what would it mean to you to win the crown of the 88th Miss Fort Valley State University?
It would mean so much to me because coming to campus, I had one goal. I said I want to make my mark. I don't want to leave. I don't want to not leave a stone unturned. I want to do everything. I want to put my foot forward to everything. I want to do my best in all things I do. And I just know that now I don't want this position to have a title. I don't think it's an aesthetic. I think it's an assignment. And I plan to go through with my mission similar to how I have as Miss Junior.
Now let me go back to that. She said it's not just a title, it's an assignment. So let's kind of go back on that. A lot of people might have had that going over their heads, but go a little bit deeper into that.
So to me, not just holding a title, like we could all be leaders, but we have to lead in a certain way that inspires others to make them want to lead. After myself creating an organization, people started identifying gaps and coming to me like, Jordan, how do I make this organization? So I feel like creating my organization inspired others to identify gaps and create solutions for themselves.
That's big. I have to let that sit. We gonna, not even a moment of silence, we gonna let that sit. Like that's huge. And so let's kind of go into your vision for this platform, this campaign. Kind of go into that for me.
So, similar to last year, my campaign, my mission is fueling and raising everyone to strive higher, which is the acronym for FRESH. And similar to last year, it's offering opportunities, and not just opportunities, but skillful opportunities, like self-defense classes so that women can control uncontrollable situations, having donation drives. But I want to do more. I want to be bigger. I want to be better. I want to do more for my university, not just for my junior class, but just build upon
for everybody. And most importantly, with DeMar Richards, who is officially, I want to say, the 18th Mr. Fort Valley State University. Being alongside DeMar and his personality, which we all know is friendly and most importantly personable, what would your dynamic be like if you were to win the title?
Me and DeMar have known each other since freshman year. We have grown together because we've known each other so long. And honestly, our dynamic is more so like sisterly and brotherly. Like he'll call me and we just be fussing at each other. It's just yes, we be fussing at each other, but we always get the job done. And I would love to roll next to him, reign next to him, because he's an inspiration to me, especially how he is with people. Like, I don't know. It's DeMar. Like, if you know DeMar,
that's true. If you know DeMar, then you know DeMar. Like, he's just him, and we love that for him. So let's go into your experience for the Mr. and Miss Fort Valley State pageant. Now, was that your first pageant?
So my first pageant was Showcase when I ran for Miss Junior.
Okay.
But that was actually my first technically pageant. And I think I did pretty good for my first pageant.
Now let's talk about that talent. If y'all do not understand the preface, it was entitled Hey Little Black Girl. But I'm going to insert a clip for the main video. I'm going to let y'all watch it because the costume change.
Yeah.
I was not expecting the costume change, but it was also the emulation and most importantly, the conviction and addiction that you shared. What made you want to show that to the audience?
So, growing up with hair similar to mine, and growing up with just our hair out, like we don't appreciate our hair more. I mean, enough. Like it's always, let me put a wig on. When I feel like in general you're pretty, you're beautiful, you're okay, you look perfect how you are. And sometimes it's a comfort thing, but I just want to, part of my campaign, part of my mission is to make people feel comfortable being in their own skin, like from not wearing makeup, wear your natural hair, because we are beautiful.
Definitely.
God makes no mistakes.
And I definitely feel that, because even me growing up, I didn't really have the perfect natural hair, especially in elementary school to high school, and I did get bullied a lot for it. So when I saw it, I was like, I could wear my naps too.
Yeah,
I could wear my nappy hair.
Yeah, because my hair is nappy too.
Girl, your hair is not, y'all. Look at this girl hair. It's not nappy. Like,
I don't see my head coming up out of it.
She's not convincing me.
It's nappy. But like the moral of the story is, I just feel like everybody needs to be comfortable in their beauty, in the way they look comfortable in their own skin. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna still be you.
Now, going back to the confidence, how did it feel going up on that stage for the first time, saying I'm humbly vying for this title?
It was nerve-wracking, honestly.
Really?
It was very much nerve-wracking because, unfortunately, one of the young ladies had to be eliminated. But it could have been any of us. And
but the thing is, all of y'all did an amazing job. I was just like, it was, because when I tell you, when they were revealing the results, I was just like,
we all had to put our foot in our performances, because, baby, we did not want to get eliminated.
Man. So what was your favorite part of the whole pageant altogether?
Getting a free workout. Yeah, we worked out every night pretty much. From dancing for hours.
Now let's talk about Mr. Rodney Johnson. Because I remember watching the behind the scenes video, and I was like, oh. He's giving Black Kenny Ortega, who choreographed High School Musical. I was like, ow. So, did you have an opportunity to watch that video back?
I have not watched the whole video yet, but being there, I can tell you Mr. Rodney is a very strong individual, and he wants the performance to look a certain way, and he pushes us for a reason so it can look as good as it did. Like, I'm in awe how it came out, because we were struggling at first.
Really?
What? What?
Now let's go into this. What has Mr. Rodney taught you in the process of the pageant, and what will you take with you for campaign week?
So this was not my first time working with Mr. Rodney.
Okay.
I worked with him on multiple occasions, but honestly, he's instilled in me practice makes perfect.
Yeah. So
us constantly going over it and over it and over it is kind of a way for us to perfect it. So he did his thing.
So if you had one person to thank for your reign as Miss Junior, who would it be and why?
I would thank my mama.
Aww.
Yeah, she helped me through my campaign, my Miss Junior year. This year, she actually down here.
She's actually here right now.
She's down here. She's my momager. This is my momager. And
you can come in.
She's so funny. This is my momager.
Hi.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest, Miss Wanda, the mother of Jordan Gallimore.
Hello. Was not expecting this.
But yes.
You are doing a great job.
Thank you.
So are you.
Now let me ask you this. How is it being the momager to a Miss Junior and someone who is running for Miss Fort Valley State?
It is quite overwhelming. It's a great experience. I'm actually living life through her. So It's a great experience, yeah. Jordan is, she's an organized tornado is what I call her. She gets it done.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's awesome watching her, observing. Yes.
Now, Jordan, if you had one thing to say to your mom right now, and I'm going to ask you to, what would it be?
Start crying and stuff.
What
Right?
would it be? Hold on, y'all. I'm
Right.
just saying. We got him here. We got to let at it.
Well, to my momager, my mama, my best friend, my road dog, somebody who gonna be down for it all, okay? I'm talking about down for it all. I love her. She's always been there for me each step, every single step from Miss Junior to growing up. And honestly, I would not be the phenomenal woman I am today if it wasn't for her and how she raised me. I could really sit down and appreciate that today, especially the world we're in. Like I didn't understand it when I was younger, but then when I got older and I'm hanging around people, I'm like, okay, that's why. But yeah, I appreciate my mom. This is my best friend, y'all.
Oh.
You need the mic?
No, I'm good.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, I'll take it off.
I'm good.
Okay.
What? You asking me a question?
Yeah, okay. Vice versa for you.
Okay.
If you had something to say to Jordan
Okay.
at this given moment, what would it be?
That I'm proud of her, and that this is just a slice of what she's doing, and I know that she's going to do more. When I saw her performance last Thursday, or 2 Thursdays ago, it was phenomenal. I have dreams for her, and the next day I told her all about those dreams and just the possibilities. So, you know, it's up to her, and
Yeah.
it's unlimitless.
And one more question. What would it mean for your daughter to be the 88th Miss for Valley State University as a mom and a momager?
It would mean the world to me. I would be so proud of her. So proud of her. So she could just she could take this and just run with it, and she'll be good. Great, actually. She'll be great.
Oh, y'all! But y'all see it. Y'all see how the mother-daughter relationship is instilled, and it's truly just a testament to what is meant for her. And I'm just in awe. I just want to say thank you for having Jordan.
Yes, thank you for having me.
That's
Thank you, Lord.
because that's like literally my friend, and I don't even have sisters. Like, this is literally like a big sister to me. It is really crazy watching Jordan, because Jordan didn't even have to talk to me when I was a freshman, but the fact that during her reign, she really just allowed me to be honed in by her and just watch her. And me interviewing her twice really just meant a lot, because let me tell y'all, Jordan asked me. And when I got that, I was like, what? Because y'all don't understand, being a host, especially here for Valley, can be hard. Because it's so much that people can see or just not understand. Because a lot of people, they're just like, oh, I don't even know you do that. And it can be hard, but Jordan was literally one of the first believers in me. And the fact that she was on season 1 and she decided to come back and she asked me really meant a lot. I don't want to cry, these people, Carol.
Yeah, we all gonna be crying.
But I'm being so real, because it's like, it really just feels amazing being the first person, like, just watching her and then seeing what she's done. And then even when I was doing the Miss Oregon and Black pageant, she really made sure, like, I was okay. She told me, you don't need anybody that's gonna make you feel like you can't do it. And the fact that she told me delayed but never denied really stuck with me, because I really, that whole day, y'all don't understand. I've never done a pageant. I've never done anything like that, because I'm from the Midwest. I've never stepped into that field. I always had dreams of it because it's how it's in tiaras, but I ain't stepped. So being that person to step in, and she watched, when I tell you, she watched everything that I did, and she told me she was proud of me, like, that really meant a lot. Like,
That's beautiful. She's genuine.
definitely.
She's the real thing.
All right, one last question, Jordan. If you had one thing to say to the younger you, what would it be?
Keep going. Keep going. Don't allow failure to stop you. Continue to do what you do. And just continue continue to have faith in God and God that makes no mistakes, and know your purpose and walk in your purpose and walk high in your purpose. Okay. That's what I was saying. In heels.
In heels.
Yes.
Y'all saw the heels.
Walk high in your purpose, okay?
But all in all, what an amazing opportunity it is to interview one of the many candidates for the 88th Miss Fort Valley State University, hearing her story, her why, and most importantly, what would it mean for her to win a title. So, do what you will. But let this interview serve as what it's intended to be. And with that being said, it has been a pleasure being back on the platform for the first time in just, I want to say, about a month. Yeah, about a month. So I truly thank each and every one of you all for being here. Remember, if you did not know now, you are loved, you are protected, you are covered, and you are anointed. Just had to let anybody know that, and you are worth being here on this earth. If anyone is suffering with anything, please make sure to call 988, which is the mental health hotline, and most importantly, use the People's Princess hotline at any given time, or just contact my personal information. If you have it, I'll give it out somewhere in here. But it's such an honor being back on this platform and just starting, I want to say, anew again, because I did kind of create something new, but I wanted to go back to why I was doing it. So all in all, I am your host, Amaya Kai, with the lovely Jordan Gallimore and her mom. Thank you all so much for coming on today and watching once again. Until next time on the People's Princess Podcast, the only home for those intimate and intentional conversations designed to make you feel like royalty in Fort Valley State University on the day you are watching this. Do not forget to vote.
Yes, vote Jordan Gallimore, the Fresh Princess for the 88th Miss Fort Valley State University.
And one more thing, make sure y'all make the right decision, not just based on what you get.
Please.
Thank you. But most importantly, I love you all, and I will see you all next episode. And let me act like I'm on it.